We have a daily chart of Dow Jones Industrial Average. We are going to show that the Dow has been very resilient so far. Uh, we're starting the fifth month of the year, and we're starting within a very contracted range. The lows and the highs are right here. We're at a major wall of resistance on the Dow, on the daily. And what I will show all of my friends and our traders around the world is that you can clearly see where these major resistance levels and daily moving averages, the 10 and the 20 and the 50 and so forth. And you can see the high is being challenged many times over. And that high here with the pullback, we come back up and we start to fade. That is a daily chart. What I will show next is a weekly chart on the Dow. Now, this weekly chart is very consistent as the resistance levels are and have been. And we're going to go right back up here. We're going to take that high of that trend line. And we're going to take this weekly low, and we come down and we come right back, right here. We come down here on a daily sell, but look at the bigger red bars down. We start the year right about here, where we also left off, and then we can clearly see that sell down here on this weekly 50-day weekly moving average. And I must point that out to all of the new MMTs. So let's get that 50 weekly. That 50-week moving average on the Dow is 15,731. This is where we had that January open. We came back up and we've been in this contracted range between the lows and the highs. The difference is on the weekly is you got a higher weekly sell in 3 of these weekly bars, but then you had a identical mathematical range that is done by supercomputers with high frequency. So this is the wall of resistance on the weekly chart. The 10-week moving average is 16,318, the blue line. The 20-week simple moving average does remain down here at 16,244. Weekly here and weekly here. And we've been flirting with the weekly. When we undercut it, they sure came back in at this support level where we started up and we made that calendar high for 2013. Now, having said that, I'm going to show a couple of numbers that are very important. Is that when we look at the moving average convergence divergence, it's about right there within the cycle. Okay? This is when these things get short-term overbought and oversold. Major resistance on the weekly chart on the Dow Jones. Now, I'm going to bring up that daily chart one more time, because I want people to be clear about this daily chart. That is the wall of resistance. Our support level would be right here on that 50-week, like we had over in that weekly chart. That weekly is exactly on the Dow. Once again, that 16,244. Here, once again, is a daily simple, and that is also a daily simple 10-day, that's 16,399. So we have that in play. On the Dow, we're going back quite a ways, back to that 5-year expansion starting in 2009. The Dow on the monthly chart now, and I'm going to blow this up for you, MMTs on the Dow, and we're at record highs. I want everyone to know that we're overbought. I want everyone to know that the blue line is a 10-month moving average that is very bullish for this whole move. And we can see on the Dow, 2009 we rallied. Once again, we have peaked right up here at a major wall of a resistance area. right here in that red bar on a monthly level. However, that monthly MACD bar is about as overbought as you're going to get. That means that the percent DS is at 93.95. What it really means is that the upside is limited. And so when we want to take where the last breakout to the highs were, we're just going to blow up this part of it right here. You can see it clearly. The percent DS, once again, is at 93.95. The bullishness of overbought, that was January. We hit that 10-month and we bounced like a rocket. That 10-month moving average right now has been going up in value along with the trend. That's that major support level. That time frame right here, that low of that 10-month moving average at that time was 15,589, and we bounced. We have been rising since 2013 all the way up with that monthly moving average rising. The 20-month has been also rising. Now, you know, when you get into an overbought process, it's about one of the most bullish daily, monthly, and weekly charts that we're looking at, because this time frame here is now the Dow will have another support level right here. Over the rest of the year, though, just remember that we have rallied and the Dow is 30 stocks and the Dow is overbought right now. Back to the weekly chart on the Dow compared to this monthly chart, you can clearly see, and I will blow this up again for who? The MMT. There are many things that can happen. This range has been, look up, we're just starting May. And what I can say for May is today's date is 5/4/2014. I can say this before the fact, not after the fact. I can clearly say that if you go to stockmarketfunding.com, and you're welcome to, you're going to find and fill out the form, you can get a trading account. Prop traders are welcome and regular traders are welcome. The analysis is always done right here, and it's always before the fact, and we do updates almost every day, just depending on where we're at. All you have to do is type in your symbol here, then hit enter and go. We have been here for a very long time. Open the free trial period. Get started today. Read the content, read the events here. Now, when you get to opening an account here, we are going to be changing a few things here. So basically we have two kinds of traders, prop traders, and we have regular casual traders that can open an account right here and get started today. That's what I'm telling you. You also can go to services, go down to the HFT trading courses, high frequency trading courses. We've been covering this forever and the public is just now getting wind of it. Excuse me. Watch the Ghost Exchange. We called the May 6, 2010 flash crash before it happened. Here's where they use all you're going to get a description of all of the kinds of technologies that are used in high frequency trading firms. Once again, you have everything going for you. Just click on the links, keep following us. You have a wealth of live intraday movements across the board. I'm saying that on a weekly level that we are currently at 80.48 when we had, that is a high percent DS, and that the movement up on this weekly, and the reason why I'm going to say that is the key is going to be the following. The key is going to be what those weekly moving averages, when we undercut them, we go lower. Of course, this monthly, here is the previous month right here. And I just want to show something on this monthly to everybody. I want you to see here what April, what that bottom was at 16,000 right here. And straight up, boom, we went up 400 points. Now, here's one more thing I want to show you. So we know what that buy signal was, but let's go back over here. let's take a look at this month. Again, you're going to see where you undercut the 10-month at 15.4 on that Dow. And you got a big buy program. You can see how long that daily or monthly, and daily, weekly, but monthly, you can see here clearly that the blue line is rising the 10-month. That's about as bullish as you can get. However, we almost are down here on this particular low. On that low was 15,340. We opened at 15.6 for the month. So that was the high. The low, the open was 15,697. The high was 1639, and then the low was 1534. That's what it looks like right here, MMT. Now, having said that on this monthly chart, we're going to go ahead and blow this up again. And we're going to go right over here, and we're going to get exactly what these monthlies. You had a big buy over here, and April is right here. This is what April looks like. So you've got where people are coming in and buying those dips on a monthly level. That is the price. Look at the wick. That is the price going straight up. Over here, that is the price. So what does it tell us? We're going into May, and we're just starting the month. And we are going to tell everybody that the volatility is going to increase. And any upside movement is going to have a pullback immediately. And we are getting into a very serious overbought condition again. And we will be looking at what the bear funds on the Dow looks like and whatnot. But just pay attention to where this is 1, 2, 3 months. And look at the monthly lows. They got higher. And slightly, this one came down below these right here. This is 2 months right here. That was that big wick down here, and that was that big wick down here. That is what we call a bottom. And I'll draw a trend line there for you. And I'm going to draw it right here. Because that is the double bottom monthly low. It's very important that you know. And that is the bullish pattern for now. But the old saying is, my upside is limited right now. We're going to have a very serious pullback. And that pullback will probably be, I would say on the Dow, probably 10%. We haven't had one for a very long time, and we're definitely due, and we're in a very contracted trading range. Stay tuned. Thank you. 11:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5/4/2014, on a very nice Sunday morning. And this is the complete picture of the monthly side of that Dow. And so basically we're going to be watching everything that we can as far as the volume goes now. Right here is the key. This got lower, but then it closed well above it on the highs. I'm going to conclude the daily, the weekly, and the monthly chart on the Dow Jones.